You're live. I wasn't paying attention to the right thing. The bipolar astrophotographer is right here, and as usual, with my personality and the way I am, no warning, no advance notice, none of that fun stuff, none of the good stuff that might actually help me build a community and get more, involvement here. But I don't even care because you know how I work. And I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see me. I tested everything here in StreamYard before I got started. So we're just going to give it a go. I'm only doing this because I just recently added some data to the Horsehead and Flame Nebula from previous sessions. I'm talking, I think one of them was 20, actually I could look. One of them was 2022. One of them, let's see, when was this? All right. 2025. Oh, it's because I put them on here. Put them on here. Let's see if I can look at it this way. I hate doing this when I'm, I hate doing this kind of stuff when I am already live, but I want to figure it out for y'all because I want to give you all the information that I can. So let me go here. Here we go. 2600 Pro, Zenith Star, Horsehead Nebula. Okay, so it looks like I've got data from 2023. The only data that I would have from last year is the stacked data of that. And then today I added, what did I add? 4 hours and 10 minutes. I had it up here a second ago. Let me see. I added, man, I'm so unprepared. That's how I go. That's how I roll. I added 4 hours and 10 minutes to this target just the other night. So I'm still adding data every opportunity I have to add data to a target that I'm still not going to name yet because it's hard to get. It may be the light pollution that I fight with here. It may also be the fact that I don't shoot with a mono camera with filters for certain wavelengths of light. I don't know. It could be a multitude of factors of things, but I'm going for a target and I started shooting it in October. I think it was October. And every waking second that I get, I'm trying to shoot it. So I'm shooting it right now. I started shooting it maybe an hour and a half ago, not that long ago. And the clouds are supposed to come in at around 9. So I'm going to do my best to get as much data as I can to keep adding to this one as I go. But the other night we had a full long clear night, and this one we'll just name it anonymous. Okay, so the anonymous target that I'm going for right now, even after the time change, by the time that the sun is 18 degrees below the horizon and I can start shooting at about 6:20, my anonymous target has already gone over the meridian and it's about 60 degrees up, which is great to start. But it'd be great if it was about 45 or 40 degrees on the other side of the meridian and I could shoot it for longer, because with it being on, it's already done the flip, it's already gone past, it's already well, I guess it's west. It's west of the meridian. And at that point, now it's going to start setting. So I can only shoot it until, gosh, what did I shoot it till one night when we had full clear skies? I think I could shoot it until like 1:30 maybe in the morning. So after I finished with that shoot on an anonymous nebula, I guess we'll say, because it's not a galaxy, it is a nebula that I'm going for. After I spent all that time on that and finished at about 1:30 a.m., I went to the Horsehead and Flame Nebula, which I have data on, obviously, from 2023, a stack from 2024. I've shared my data on here, my most successful outcome that I've ever gotten of it, and I've just outdone it. And I wanted to share it because I was so excited, because I don't think I've ever actually shot the Horsehead and the Flame Nebula with the L Enhance filter. I've always shot it with the L Pro or no filter at all. And so my previous stacks, the data, especially the hydrogen alpha, I wasn't getting it. And I didn't realize how much the L Enhance would help it. So I shot it until sunrise. We do have an area where it kind of falls like there's some trees. And so it'll like kind of get caught in the trees a little bit, but it can still, the guiding can still keep an eye on the sky and follow it. And so then after it goes by those trees, then I can get a little more before it goes into another group of trees. And so I had to delete probably about 4 images or 5 images from my session the other night, but I was still able to add 4 hours and 10 minutes of data to it. And I wanted to share it. But first, I'm going to show you what it looked like straight up stacked with a screen transfer function, just a stretch on it in PixInsight. And I want to show you what it looked like just stretched. Now this looks pretty similar. I don't like it when it does that. This looks pretty similar to how it looked, I think, the last time that I probably stretched it and looked at it just straight out of the stack on PixInsight. So I wasn't all that hopeful, but I was like, I'm just going to use some of the tools that I've learned and the processes that I've come to know in PixInsight, and I'm going to work on this. And I'm sure part of this edit is it's progressive, not just because I've added more data, but because my processing has gotten more involved. Now it's nothing, my processing is nothing. Oh, hey, J.S. Wyman. Nice to have you here. Thanks for joining. You know me, I just hopped on here and I'm off and running. So since you just came in, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is my Horsehead and Flame, just stacked in PixInsight, nothing to it. Oh, good. I'm glad it sounds good. Mike, it's so good to see you. Okay, so we're going to kind of rewind here a little bit. You guys are so great. Oh, so great. So great to see y'all. So this is my Horsehead and Flame straight out of the stack in PixInsight. This is all the data. This is 15 hours and 20 minutes. This is what it looked like just stretched. Nothing fancy, nothing whatever. But I know that my skills have evolved. And I also know that I've added more data. I've added more data with the L Enhance. And some things really, I'm seeing some changes now. And I didn't expect to improve on my last image of this. And you can go back through my previous videos and find my I should have had it prepared, but I don't have it prepared. And you don't want to wait for me to get that all prepared, because it has to be, I'll take a census here since I do have an audience. Do you guys want me to show you my previous outcome of this target? Because I can find it, but we're going to have a little bit of dead air. So you let me know. So in the meantime, I'll remove this. But I was able to add 4 hours and 10 minutes. I got this new data and I wanted to share it with you. So I'll give it a minute here. If you guys decide that you want to see it, I will take the time. I'll pull it up and we'll do it. Otherwise, I'll just continue on. I hope you guys are doing great. The skies here have been a lot of fun. We did have a night last, I don't know, it was the 13th. That's all I remember. I don't even know what day it is. What day is it, guys? It's the 15th. Was it the 13th or the 12th where we had the auroras? And I was trying to shoot my anonymous target that I'm still not revealing yet. I haven't even stacked it yet because I have a feeling that the auroras actually busted me, which is something I can never say at my location. Like the fact that we had auroras and I got busted because of aurora light pollution. Like if you're going to fight with light pollution, I mean, come on here. That is the best. Did any of you guys get pictures of the auroras? I'm curious. Okay. Well, I haven't gotten any responses to if you guys want me to take the time. So I'm assuming that you don't want me to. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward. We're going to go on. So I'll come back with this one again. This is this one, right? Wasn't it awesome? I bet your photos are great. I bet your photos turned out super great. If you want to send them to me, send them to the bipolaraastrophotographer@gmail.com. I'd love to see them. I got some with my phone, but that was it. Okay. So this is the straight out of the stack. This is just the 15 hours, 20 minutes, blah, blah, blah. And this is my current final outcome. I am so pleased with this, you guys. I can't even begin to tell you. You know, at a distance, there may be a lot of similarities to the previous picture that I've done, but this one, if you know, on my computer and on your phone, if you, thank you, J.S. Wyman, didn't that turn out just so spectacular? If you zoom in, you can really tell the difference. The details on the horse head itself, I got more kind of the clouds and the structure there, which was so cool. Because on the last one, I thought I already had a ton of detail. And then I pulled this up and I was like, whoa. Also, the foreground in this sucker, even the background, like where these heavy reds are in the lower part of the frame and the upper part of the frame. I didn't have that before. So it was so stinking cool. It was so stinking cool to be able to get this kind of detail and this kind of color out of this thing. I was so excited. And when I was first starting to work on it, thank you guys so much, by the way. When I was first starting to work on it, I thought, oh, this is too bright. I need to tone it down. And then I put it on my phone. I'm looking at it and I'm like, the more I looked at it, the more I loved it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to share this. I got to get on and share this. So I just really wanted y'all to see my previous or my current outcome of this target. And my previous one, if you compare them, if you go back and you look, you're going to see some differences here. I got some really great details just to the, I guess you would say, because I know my mouse doesn't show where I'm off. Oh, thank you so much, JS Wyman. I thought so too. The depth and the color. This one really, I got some good depth on this guy. Like you can really see the foreground versus the background and the kind of the bluish purple sky. I just loved how it turned out. So stinking cool. But well, what was I saying? Oh, if you compare this one to my previous one, you're going to really notice some differences. And like even that's what I was going to say. Even this area, because you can't see my mouse, and I know you can't see my mouse, but where the horse head is, just if you go like south slightly and west, that's what I'm going to say. So a little bit down, a little bit left, you've got this kind of, it almost looks like a cave of light, and there's a star in there, which kind of illuminates but I didn't even know that there was more structure in there. And if you look at it and you zoom in on it on my phone, and I haven't figured out a way to zoom in on here on StreamYard to be able to actually show you, hey, look at this place, look at that place. I haven't figured that out. I'll look that up because I think you would really benefit. Also, something that I noticed from my last video of the lobster claw, the bubble, and the northern lagoon, the red it's not as red as it is on my computer or my phone. Like, I don't know if it's a YouTube thing. I don't know if I do have to upload these on StreamYard as JPEGs. It doesn't take them any other way. So maybe it kind of condenses it or compresses it, and then it changed the color. So it looked a little bit more orange on the playback, I noticed. So this one might look a little bit more orange to you guys than it actually is. If you want to check out my Facebook, you can check out just my I don't care if you want to go to my personal page on Facebook. It's Kara and then Marcus and look at it. I'm actually going to make it my my background, like wallpaper, up near my profile picture because I love it so much. And you might be able to see kind of more of the genuine color there. So you're more than welcome to do that. The focal length in this photo, thank you so much. Okay, that's a great question. The focal length in this photo is 568 millimeters. This was taken with my telescope. I actually wanted to add data to it in order to crop it just around the horse head. But the more I looked at it as a whole, and all of these areas like popped out to me, like with what we're talking about with like the depth in the foreground versus the sky and the color. I tried to like go in on it and you lose something about it. And I was telling my husband at dinner, we do the same dinner every Saturday. We go to the same restaurant. They're starting to get to know us. It's become a thing because it's our cheat day. And we really behave during the week. But I told him at dinner, I said, this season on the clear nights, we need to be aiming at the Horsehead and Orion with the even smaller focal length that we have, the wider one that we have, because we can get both in one shot, which I would love to do, including the witch head. I would love to do. But anyway, so I should take this down because I'm just talking, but I wanted y'all to see my new favorite of the Horsehead and the Flame Nebula. And it's so nostalgic because this is one of the targets that like got me interested in doing this kind of photography anyway. Obviously, there's been pleasant surprises along the way. There's been the bubble, there's been the popped balloon, there's been the lobster claw, there's been the heart and soul, there's been all these other ones that have come in. But doing the Horsehead and the Flame, Orion Nebula, Andromeda Galaxy, some of the ones that are already kind of easy-ish to shoot because they're bright already, even though they're not. Andromeda is naked eye, visible. You can see it with the naked eye, but it was like starting with these bright ones got me interested in trying to see further into these more dim ones. And when I come back to these bright ones, it's like, oh, another one is the Pleiades. Like I love shooting the Pleiades. I just haven't yet. And it's like, I'm a kid in a candy shop. I pull up Stellarium and I'm like, oh, what do I want to go for tonight? Well, I can't do them all. And I'd love to shoot everything in this. That's the photographer in me. This field of photography has changed the way I have to think about it because it takes so long and so much patience and processing to get one outcome that I'm having to shift my perspective and the reality of it. When you have a camera in hand and you're just out in nature, you can shoot this, you can shoot that, you can do this, you can do that. And that is not the way with this kind of photography. So it is a very different mindset. So I'm having to kind of slow my pace, and I'm focusing on this one other target. I need to try to stack the ones from the other night when we had the auroras, because I don't think it's going to work, but it'd be kind of interesting to see what it did. And then I did shoot it again last night for a few hours. I think clouds came in last night too. And then I'm shooting it tonight, but I think it sets, like I said, it gets low enough in the sky. It doesn't totally set. Like I don't want to shoot it past about 35 or 40 degrees off the horizon, because then you get the really bad, like well, not really, kind of like, horizon level light pollution, and it kind of messes with everything. And so I try to cut it off. And so I think tonight, with the clouds coming and everything, I might only get 2 or 3 hours, but I'm trying to just keep adding and keep adding, because it's one of those that you're going to have to do that too. And I see when, it really inspires me when I see what adding to a photo can do just with a little bit of time here and there. It just makes me want to keep at it with this other one, to have a beautiful photo to share with you guys, even if it's a month from now. But I am going to run out of time, because every day it's getting lower earlier. And so it's just going to eventually be out of the season to shoot it. So I am so glad a few of you popped in here. I don't know if you're here still or not, or if you've left, but I'm so grateful for that you guys came and we were like here during kind of all together at the same time. It's so fun. So thank you so much for being here, you guys. I just wanted to share my latest outcome of the Horsehead and the Flame. And if I get any more things like this in between shooting this other target, this anonymous nebula, then I'll happily get on here and share with you. But this one was just one of those ones where the more that I went on it, the more it was like, oh my gosh, I have to share this. I have to get on right now and share this. So I had to find some cords to plug in my mic and my camera to get this going. But it's so great to see you guys. Have I tried Cosmic Bat Nebula? No, I am going to look that one up. Well, let me look it up right here on my phone. Well, no, I don't want to look it up on my phone, because now I have 2 screens. So I can look it up here, I think. I can look it up here. See, I never know what. I'm learning. I want to keep learning. Cosmic Bat Nebula. I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not totally sure. Oh no, I haven't seen this one. Ooh, Cosmic Bat. Where is it in the sky right now? Should I pull it up and have a look? Let's pull it up on Stellarium. I think I muted myself for just a second. Am I back? Can you guys hear me? My microphone came unplugged for like just a second. Let me know if you can't hear me. Or let me know if you can hear me. I don't know if it shows. Anyway, I don't know if it shows. Okay, good. Let's look in Stellarium and see where the Cosmic Bat is and when's a good time to shoot it. Cosmic Bat. Okay, right now it is, it's only 11 degrees up. And, it's rising. This is one of those ones that you could shoot coming up here soon. And it would actually look pretty darn good with my framing. So MJ Sweeps, thank you for that, because that is going to be one that I'm going to keep my eye on. I'm going to keep my eye on that. That's really cool. Very cool. Actually, there's several that I found lately. I started a list in my phone. Some of them this is out of season for them, but one of them, what was it called? You should look it up. Let's see if I can find it. The Flying Dragon Nebula. You should look that one up. That one I think comes around either in the spring or maybe summer, but it's the Flying Dragon, and that's one I really want to go to. It's very, very HA rich. So with the L Enhance, I think I could get a lot. I think I could get a lot of data, not totally dissimilar to what I've been able to get on the Horsehead. So there's so many. Yeah, I know. I'm like totally excited to like try new things and go for new places, but it's so much fun to come back to the ones that drew me in the first place, because I had no idea that, honestly, the Horsehead Nebula and the Flame Nebula, these are some of the easiest ones to get. And so it's the dimmer you go, the longer it takes, the harder it is, the more patience there is. And, now apparently we're having to occasionally deal with the Aurora Borealis, which is, I'm totally fine with that. If that busts my night of shooting, then that's fine. Let it just bust me. I don't even care. You guys are so cool. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to take off for now, but I wanted to get on, and I'm so glad that I had some. This is one of those things when I roll the dice, y'all may be here and y'all may not. So anyway, I'm glad this worked out where y'all were here for this one and we were able to do some sharing and talk about some space and some new targets. And I'm so excited to share with you what's coming up when we have more to share. But in the meantime, you guys, you too, you take care, J.S. Wyman and MJ Sweeps. You have a great weekend too. And I'll be back on here as soon as the sky allows. All right, you guys take it easy. And remember, self-care is not selfish. Bye.